Guys, in this video I'm talking about 7 autism myths versus fact. It's coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to the TheAspieWorld. My name is Dan. I have autism, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia, and I make weekly videos on this type of content. So if you're new around here and you'd like to learn more, remember to hit that subscribe button by clicking the notification bell. And if you're watching over on Facebook, be sure to give this page a like and a follow to see more videos just like this one. Guys, coming at you with 7 autism myths that I'm going to break down with fact, because there's a bunch of myths surrounding autism, right? You must have heard of some of them. I'm so excited. Okay, so first things first, guys, if you are new around here and you haven't already downloaded my free 7 life hacks for people on the autism spectrum PDF download, which is completely free, please go ahead and click the card in the above section here or in the description down below, and I'll put it on the end screen as well. It's a completely free, awesome book all about life hacks and stuff for people on the autism spectrum, and I want to give it to you because I love you. Also, if you're not already following me on Instagram and Twitter, I highly suggest doing it right now because I read, respond, and talk to everybody who contacts me in my DMs or comments, and I love just making new friends. So yeah, hit me up. Okay, cool. So I was thinking, oh yeah, the hair is different today because I had an event today, so my hair is up, and I don't normally have my hair up. I never have my hair like up like this. I never have it in a video like this. I've normally got my hat backwards or a hat, you know, but why not? I want to do something different for you guys because I love you so much. So I basically wrote down, I got my iPad and I was like, I'm gonna write down 7 like autism myths, because I hear myths all the time about like autism is this and autism is that, and I'm thinking these are just complete bogus facts, and I hear it sometimes, you know, if anybody mentions autism and somebody who knows nothing about it will pipe up and say, oh, I heard it, blah 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 blah. So I wanted to make this 7 key interesting myths about autism and then just give you the actual fact that come to it to make sure that we kind of like offset it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the video. Okay, number 1, and actually these not just myths, these are things that actually like tick me off. People really annoy me with some of these. Okay, let's get into it. Number 1 is when people say everybody is a little bit autistic. I mean, oh my god. Okay, no, not everybody is autistic. In fact, there's only 1 in 100 people in the United Kingdom who have a diagnosis of autism, and only 1 in 60 people in the USA who have a diagnosis of autism. So no, not everybody is a little bit autistic. You either are on the autism spectrum or you're not. You either are autistic or you're neurotypical. That's it. That's it. Not everybody is on the spectrum. I'm sick of people saying this. It absolutely annoys me, and it's kind of like it undermines people who are on the autism spectrum, like, oh, I have some specific needs because I'm autistic. Then someone says, oh, everyone's a little autistic. So it kind of makes your comment irrelevant, which is completely bad, and nobody should ever be made to feel like that when they have a disability. So yeah, no, not everybody has a little bit of autism. No. Okay, number 2 is that only boys have autism. I hear this one all the time, and oh my goodness. I have an entire playlist all about autism in females, and I've interviewed my friends who are autistic and female, and I will leave that in a card above here so you can check out that playlist, and I'll put the playlist on the end screen as well. But in terms of this specific comment that only boys can have autism, this is completely untrue. But however, there is maybe an answer to how this myth came about. There is a ratio that autism is 3 times more likely in males than it is females that's been diagnosed currently, which is probably going to change because it's just based on diagnostic criteria that was made when they only studied males on the spectrum, which is a whole big thing. You know, people, we're sorting it out, don't worry. But that is probably where this myth came from. I don't know how much people actually believe this, but yeah, it really annoys me that people say that girls can't have autism. Okay, number 3. Oh my god. Okay, number 3. People think that vaccines cause autism. I can't even. Okay, so this is completely not true. There was a guy who came out and said that vaccines cause autism, but then his papers were bogus, his findings were irrelevant, and that he like forged loads of stuff. His stuff wasn't even peer reviewed. I mean, the whole thing just smells of like just complete and utter rubbish. But the guy, Andrew Wakefield, the guy's name was, he actually had his medical license revoked because of this statement. I do understand that some people may have medical complications with vaccines that causes certain outcomes, and that's all I think probably happens on the page. But vaccines directly causing autism, no. They studied 1 million people over the space of 9 to 10 years to see if this would actually be a causing factor of autism, and it was completely inconclusive. There is no definitive answer to say that vaccines cause autism, so no. Rest assured, vaccines do not cause autism. Okay, number 4. I hear this one all the time. Only children have autism. I mean, if you believe the other one is often number 2, you have children and boys. Only male children can have autism. This is completely incorrect. No, not all children, not only children can have autism. In fact, autism is a lifelong neurological disability. It impacts the neurological fusion of your brain. So it's a lifelong developmental disorder which actually grows with you. There is nowhere ever that anyone's ever said conclusively medically that autism is something that you grow out of. This is completely bogus. That's not a thing, everybody. Remember, these, oh my goodness, these myths are so silly. But yeah, but it's first diagnosed when you're a child, typically, because yeah, why wouldn't it be, you know? Unless you're of the millennial generation, and then maybe it would have been diagnosed when you're a bit later on because of the fact that, you know, medicine wasn't great back then. And anyway, no, children are not the only people to be able to have autism. It is completely lifelong, and yeah, will be with you forever. Oh, okay, number 5. This is a dangerous one, and this actually comes up a lot. And I remember sitting in a conference. I was doing a keynote talk in a conference in Manchester, and somebody brought this up, and it was the first time I'd heard of it. And then I googled and researched it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe these people are actually doing this. A lot of people think bleaching people, like drinking bleach, cures autism. Oh my god. You can't cure something that is part of who you are. It's like trying to say, like, how do you cure the fact that you have 2 arms? Like, well, you can't cure it. It's just a thing. It happens. Like, autism is a growth, a developmental thing. It's how you grow. It's how your brain fuses together. Just like, oh my goodness. But it's highly dangerous. You know, some people actually use toxic chemicals thinking that they're going to be able to cure autism when it's completely incurable. It's not a disease. It's a developmental neurological condition. But yeah, bleach is, oh my goodness, it's a big thing. But if you do know anybody who recommends this stuff, you have to report them to authorities, because this is very dangerous. And it may be that they do not know what they're doing, and they may not know the potential potency of these chemicals, but it's something that we cannot allow to happen, and that's all I'll say on that. Okay, so number 6 is that autism is an excuse for naughty behavior. You might have heard this all the time when people say, like, oh, my kid's autistic, please bear with me, you know, he's having an issue, or she's having a hard time, whatever. People are like, oh, you know, they're just naughty, there's no such thing, blah, blah, blah. This really annoys me. People dismiss it as a condition just because they think that you're trying to be lazy, or you're trying to say that, you know, autism is an excuse for you to just have a misbehaving kid, when it's not really misbehaving, or, you know, it just, I mean, oh my goodness. It really annoys me, because that's not what it is, you know. Autism is something that is inherent in somebody, that it is part of them, and it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, not at all. I'm pretty sure the people who are having those horrible episodes at the time, like myself included, when I have those episodes, I don't want to be having those. It's not an excuse. I'm not using anything as an excuse. So no, autism is not an excuse for naughty behavior. I think people just don't understand what lifelong disabilities look like, or, you know, most of the time. So yeah, you hit that thumbs up button if you've ever heard this. I know all the parents out there are like, oh my goodness, Dan, I know. I get it. I do. It really annoys me. Okay, so number 7 is autism doesn't exist until pushy parents existed. Now, this is completely untrue. A lot of people say that pushy parents cause for anybody to be diagnosed with anything like ADD, ADHD, autism, whatever, which is completely incorrect. You know, autism actually has been documented as far back as prominent scientists like Sir Isaac Newton and stuff like that. You know, people saw this characteristics and these behaviors of people who would be diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder now, back then, you know, so it's not a new thing. It's actually not a new thing at all. This has been going on since people were people, and since, you know, evolution has given us the ability to procreate and have all these different types of species of animals and all this kind of awesome stuff on this planet. Human beings have been around, and all of humanity has always had autism. It's just that we have now the technology to identify, diagnose, and help it with therapy. So that's, yeah, oh my god. Who says this stuff, right? Anyway, if you have anything to add, drop it in a comment down below. I read and respond to every single one. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.